And here we go. Here is the last hope for MVP. He's a red Zerg player. Can he prove himself to be the one to take down Marine King? He is.
MVP 동래구.
Dongregu. Pretty fast APM early in the game. He's spamming a bit, although his headset doesn't reflect that. But here he is, Marine King. Oh, I said his name, but it doesn't matter because he can take it all home for
King Prime win.
and his team. Find out.
Yes, indeed. And he knows what race he's playing against this time too.
Yeah, absolutely. That does help quite a bit.
I'm actually kind of. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he knows it's going to be a Terran versus Zerg, so he knows exactly what he needs to do. This is a very macro-oriented map.
And we're probably going to see a macro-oriented game, too.
Yeah.
With the spawning positions.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what would be really cool to see?
What?
I would really like to see Marine King revert to his former self and go SC Foyu style and just do like 11 racks pressure and just try and overpower Dongregu, because it took a player like Nesty to stand up to that.
Yeah, that's absolutely
I don't think Dongregu would have what it takes to stand up to that. And if anyone can execute that other than SC, it's Marine King, man.
Yeah, well, in close positions on Terminus, that's something that we've seen work in the past. With cross positions, he still could do it. I mean, it's certainly possible, but I wonder if he's going to be tempted to do something more. We've seen him try a lot of different things lately, trying to sort of reinvent his StarCraft Gulf Swing. I kind of referred to it as before, because, you know, he knew that what he was doing was good, but it wasn't sustainable for a long gaming career. He needed to be a more well-rounded Terran player for situations just like this. So, but at the same time, I would love to see him go back to that old Marine King style. It was so much fun to watch.
Yep. And we see a drone scout coming in here. He's going to spot this wall off in progress.
Yep.
Pseudo wall off going on, and that drone is just going to try and go back. He did go for a pull first into expansion and did not get gas, so he's not going to go for speedlings. He just wanted to get those early Zerglings out in case of a cheese rush or something like that. Never know what to expect from Marine King, so that was a wise move, but he's going to be a little behind in Econ because of it, compared to what he could have been.
Yep. Definitely
a
good thing to get.
Of course,
those
there are
Zerglings
two
out.
barracks, so he's going to put on some pressure.
Exactly, yeah. And there he is catching the SCV. That's really what he wanted to do, of course. And look at that, Marine all the way across the map.
Yeah.
Dongregu.
By the time he gets there, there's Zerglings. So.
Definitely the right opening to do, I would say. Yeah, and the funny thing is that on Terminus, we've seen so much 2-Rax bunker pressure, even in cross positions, just because there's that metagame behind the whole thing where players might be tempted to think, oh, hey, if it's long positions, I don't actually expect you to do this, so I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But Marine
King's gathered up a few SCVs with this group of Marines, though.
He's going to go for it anyway.
He should probably counter with those Zerglings, actually, pick off reinforcements. But look at this spine crawler slowly walking down.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the low ground.
It's going to get there. I always think it's funny how the spine crawler's spines kind of like plot backwards as if they're running really, really fast, but they're actually moving really slow.
Kind of like the Queens.
Yep.
Well, I guess they don't even look like they're moving fast. But yeah, Marine King, he gathered up his forces and was a little bit worried about that counter, and he's actually just going to go ahead and go home with his Marines and SCVs, and
well, it did make
going to expand off of it.
And it did make Dongregu produce a lot more Zerglings than he needed to, but at the same time...
Oh my god, it did, actually.
Yeah.
Whoa, he made 22 Zerglings and only has 13 drones. He's so overreacted to that. That was actually really bad. He's droning up now, but he could have had a lot more Zerglings. And he's built a spine crawler. That was a real overreaction, because now Marine King just walls off and says, LOL, you can't get in here now. Now, of course, he can break down those destructible debris and try and go in the side, but Marine King probably going to wise up to that in a moment.
Yeah, he's probably going to send something over there. I would imagine he's probably run into that before. But if Dongregu can get those rocks down, that'll be a huge opening he'll have to get to the base of Marine King. Yeah. Especially when he does get speed. Now, interestingly enough, I don't think that Dongregu has any gas yet.
You're right, he actually doesn't have any gas yet.
No gas at all, getting tons of drones. And
yeah, he's starting to drone up now.
Yeah.
He's produced nothing but drones after those Zerglings, so he's trying to catch up in economy. But yeah, no gas. So he might get caught off guard a little bit. Well, I guess there's nothing he really gets caught off guard by right now. But Marine King has no idea, apparently, that those Zerglings are eating through the debris, and he's going to have to defend his side here pretty soon. he doesn't have any depots over there.
Well,
Oftentimes you see players put depots on that side.
This is actually just crazy by Dongregu right now. I mean, a lot of people are talking about that Spanishiwa style, or Spanishiwa, however you pronounce it, style, where you wait until about 40 food to get gas, but it is now up to almost 60 food, and Dongregu is now just getting his first gas.
He's actually getting all 4 gases
Oh,
at
wow.
once.
Yeah, he's getting all 4 at once.
He's like, oh crap, I forgot gas. I need to get a lot of it now.
I wonder if he did. I mean, I'd be really surprised.
No, I don't think he forgot it.
But that is very bizarre.
But I think he realized he was way behind in econ.
Yep.
And he said, all right, I need to get as many drones as humanly possible here. And there those Zerglings go down now. Whoa, Marine King now
That
pushing
is a
out
lot
with a
of
force
Marines.
of 27 Marines. And Dongregu's going to have to go back to producing Zerglings here in a moment, but he just made a round of drones, so he has no larva right now. Producing more spine crawlers, getting speed with his first 100 gas off those 4 mines. So he might be in a little bit of trouble as this group of now up to 24 Marines pushes across the map.
Well, Marine King is getting concussive shells and stim right now as well, so he may just be trying to put on some more false pressure
Yeah.
to try to...
And it's a really smart
create
move
some
to
more
do that,
Zerglings.
because
Yeah.
Dongregu's been droning so hard.
Looks like he's going to push a little bit. Is he going to continue with it? We're going to find out. That's such a nice concave for those Marines. It's going to be really tough for those Zerglings to work in there.
And spine crawlers at half health now, one almost dead. He
Oh,
transfuses
nice
the
transfuse.
spine crawlers, but he
Yep.
doesn't have any transfuses left. The Zerglings coming in to try and force them back. He's
Wow,
killing
look at that.
all of the Zerglings with this kiting. He may lose most of the Marines, but it might not even matter. He's going to target the Queens down now. And...
Oh, look at that. Donregu.
Oh.
Great play. Pulling back that injured queen at the very end. And all he lost, he didn't lose any of the spine crawlers. He didn't lose a single queen. Only lost some Zerglings, which are very replaceable.
That was amazing, man.
I'm very impressed. Yeah,
that was amazing.
That was a very strong, methodical push by Marine King. And Dongregu held it off really nicely.
Yeah, now here's the thing. In the background, while that was happening, he sent out those 24 Marines and then just didn't build anymore. Didn't rally.
Yeah.
Didn't go for the kill. He built another base. Got his Marauders going. He's getting down a couple reactors as well. So, actually, he's actually only going to be at 4 racks.
And
a little bit
speed
low
did
for
just
3
finish
bases,
for
but-
Dongregu, too.
Oh, yeah. Baneling Nest almost completed. Spire on the way. As well as a bunch of Zerglings.
Yep. So,
Sees this force moving across the map and says, uh-oh, I need some more to deal with this.
and there it is, using those rocks he took down before, getting some scouting in, seeing the third. Not going to be able to do a lot of damage right now with that, but he will give him some valuable information.
And now those Marauders are going to be able to do a lot better against those Spine Crawlers. He does have a couple transfuses, but those transfuses are going to go pretty quick against the
Here
power
comes
of these
Marine King.
Marauders.
Moving in again, going after the spine crawlers. 2 of them go down right away, but he does need to pull back more. Speedlings coming from behind. Marauders getting trapped in the back, and Marine King is going to lose this entire army.
Wow.
Yeah.
Loses the entire army again. Now those Banelings did land on the Marauders, so they didn't do as much good as they could have.
Yep.
But so Marine King was still able to take out most of the Zerglings as a result. But yeah, crazy, and he's going to just keep sending out forces now. Here's the thing, again, in the background, Marine King was just getting his stuff together, getting some more depots, getting bunkers down. He's actually only 5 Harvesters behind.
Yeah. That charge is going to need to be canceled. Dongregu trying to keep the path open for his Zerglings right now. Working on Baneling speed, carapace, and melee level 1, and 10 mutas on the way for Dongregu right now.
Here's the thing, Dongregu has a 4th base going up, but he doesn't have drones to actually saturate them. He's only got enough drones for basically 2 bases. And he actually hasn't Maynarded any to the 3rd. There he just finally did. So he's even though it looks like he's more spread out around the map, he's not that far ahead in income.
Here come out the mutas. Gonna have to see if they can do any sort of harassment. Marine King is building a turret at his main mineral line. Probably gonna put up a couple at his natural and 3rd as well. Moving out with another force of bio. Stim has finished right now, but he doesn't have a lot of medevacs yet.
And actually, he doesn't even know there's a Spire. He might suspect it, but
Yeah.
he
Well, he's
is
gonna
going to
know
be
in a
actually.
moment.
His army's a little bit out of position out in the front. It's pretty hard for him to get back there, but the mutas decide to avoid that turret and go back where the Marines can kill them.
Yep. Taking down a supply depot before pulling away. Doing a little bit of damage there.
Yep. Marine King only stimmed about a dozen of his troops there, although half of them were Marauders. So didn't do as much damage as he could have with that stim, but he did a little more than he needed to. And some Zerglings coming in to try and snipe from some Marauders. getting a kill or two, but losing more of their number.
And Don Regu is going to need some Zerglings and Banelings to deal with this eventually. Those mutas are not going to be enough to deal with that Bioforce that Marine King has built up. A little bit more harassment there.
Yeah, going in harassing this, he's actually probably going to get this refinery. That's a pretty good move. Marines just kind of standing around letting it happen. Finally, they're going to engage, but there's not many Marines there. Actually, Marine King is counterattacking instead of dealing with it at home. And he is going to be able to get some damage done, but I don't know if he has enough to deal with these Zerglings and Banelings. He's keeping the Marauders in the front to soak up Baneling damage. Will it be enough?
Yeah, here comes the micro for Marine King. So good. Banelings bypassing the Marauders. Take out some of the Marines, but look at the splitting for Marine King. Saving a good amount of them, but the mutas are just too much. Don Regu might be able to take down Marine King. We're going to find out. Those medevacs are going to go down as well. Don Regu in a great position, 30 supply ahead right now.
That was amazing, and yeah, those mutas just come in and clean up, and there's just not enough Marines. He made too many Marauders. Marine King pushing out with another force of primarily Marines, though. In this case, he's got 0-1 upgrades, by the way, whereas Don Regu has 1-1 upgrades, so his Zerglings are going to be a little bit better equipped. They're going to have that melee attack advantage over the 0 armor of the Marines.
That's right. Now, what Marine King can do, he can keep being aggressive if he wants, and I think that's probably what he's going to do. I mean, that's his style. But I almost feel like he really can't afford to be defensive right now because Don Regu is just going to take the map.
Yeah. And nice scan. He's going to take out a lot of creep tumors. Creep was getting a little bit out of hand there. And, actually
Here
coming in with
Don
some Zerglings
Regu.
and Banelings. The Mutalisk chasing down one of the medevacs as well. He's trying to split his Marines against the Banelings, and for some reason he falls back at the edge of the creep instead of continuing on.
Yep, Don Regu pulling back. The Marines are very, very spread. It would have been tough to take him out, but he's going to try to move in again with some Speedlings.
Now, Marine King has just found out about that 4th base on the left side of the map. He's probably going to want to target that. He should send a hit squad over there and try and kill that.
And it's so intimidating to have to go after a Bioforce that Marine King is controlling right now because despite having the Banelings, you've got Marine control that is second to none. He can really split them up, make sure that he only loses maybe 2 or 3 Marines per Baneling.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And forces Zerglings and mutas in the middle of the map. Going for a counter, but you need to have them attack you in order to counter. So he might just get trapped here against the barracks. And his force is going to get trapped against the barracks. The Marines are owning all the Zerglings.
Oh, he took out the reactor,
does get through, but these mutas are a little bit trapped as well.
Don Regu doing as much damage as he can with the mutas. He needs to be so careful, though. There's so many Marines out on the field right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Those mutas would be ripped to shreds by them.
And there's the hit squad. Marine King's going to take out this 4th base with ease. And the mutas are in his main, though. He needs to do something about that. Losing a lot of SCVs. There's like a ton of SCVs piled up on that one mineral patch just dying. Oh my god.
That's a lot of Banelings.
Oh my god, that is a ton of Banelings.
Marine King has the supply lead right now, but with that many Banelings, it's going to be so nearly impossible to split. Marine King is going to have to be at his Marine Kingiest right now to survive this.
He has almost as many Banelings as Marine King has Marines right now. He's got 14 Marauders in the mix, though. Once he rejoins his main army to that hit squad on the 4th base, it's going to be deadly if he can split perfectly. If he can split perfectly, he will hold off. If he does not, he will lose.
If he can get into an open area, too, where he can split. Don Regu trying to bait him into that narrow area.
Oh, sending in the Marauders first to try and soak up damage from the Banelings.
Very smart.
Don Regu not having anything of it. He does waste some Banelings on the Marauders. He's going in for the next. Oh my god!
So many
Tons of damage being done. He's splitting very well and falling back. Is he going to be able to fall back well enough?
If anyone can do it, it's Marine King. Here we go. Trying to Marines. It's not going to be enough, though.
Complete another rampage. The Mutalisks are going to clean up the medevacs as well. And a force of about 30 Banelings and 11 Mutalisks. A couple dozen Zerglings are bearing down on Marine King's expansion. He has mined out in his main. He has mined out in his 3rd. He has almost mined out in his natural expansion.
Yeah, the economy
Don
for
Regu
Don
taking
Regu,
a 4th base.
It's too big right now. Marine King, I don't know. I don't think he can win this. I think the economy is just too large. Calling down so many mules there. But, you know, again, he's going to run out of minerals so quickly. This is going to be it. I mean, he has to make something happen right now, or Prime is going to be knocked out of the GSL Team League.
Yeah, man. Don Regu.
Oh, look at that.
Sniper
Infestors on the way.
bringing out Infestors as well. I think Marine King's gonna get eliminated here, man. There are so many banelings. He's morphing a few more as well. He's gonna have more than 30 banelings, and
he's being so smart about it too. He's not getting over aggressive. He's being patient. He knows he has the advantage.
And here he comes in. Oh, he can bundle the Marines in place. So the baneling can land on everything.
Bungling all the groups of Marines. Marine King can't micro when he's bungled.
Everything getting obliterated by banelings and bungled growths. The Mulists are going to come in and clean up as well.
That's
Medivacs going down left as right. Marine King has 3 Marines to his name right now, down to 2, and he is going to get wiped out. Prime is going to get eliminated from the team link here by the sniper Don Gregu.
Marine
getting
King
his
falling
revenge
off his throne right now. That is it.
Man, Don Gregu just walked up and put his foot on the edge of the throne and kicked it over. Marine King fell on the floor and said, hey man, what'd you do that for?
The Popper has defeated the Prince.
That's right, man. Marine King has a burning orbital in the middle there. Dropping down some infested Terrans.
Yeah.
Morphing banelings right next to the barracks.
Wow. The MVP bench is going crazy right now. They know that the GG is moments away right now.
Marine King he's got 2 SCVs and 2 Marines on the map right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's not out of this yet, but
well,
this is
probably taking a moment to compose himself. It's a big game.
I'm looking over there. His head is just leaning over. He's putting his face in his hands right now because he knows he has just lost the crucial game on the macro map against a Zerg who is known for defeating, and he is not even GGing because he is so much in emotional pain right now. His face is in his hands.
But Marine King has got his face down on the keyboard.
I think he's going to let Don Gregu kill all of his buildings at this rate. There's the GG! Don Gregu sniping the king, assassinating Prime's lead player, and taking MVP to the semifinals of the Team League.
That's right. Don Gregu showing that he belongs in the GSL, taking down Marine King.
Wow. And he's going to do a little buddy hop as a result.
That's right.
That's what I would do if I just beat Marine King Prime.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I win an epic game of StarCraft, that's the exact motion I do pretty often. And Prime just crushed right now. You got to feel terrible for Marine King. I mean, that is a face we've seen so many times in the GSL. We saw it in Season 4. We saw it in the World Championships. We're seeing it now. We saw it in Season 2 as well. Marine King just cannot catch a break in big games like this. Wow. It's tough to watch. That is the nature, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat.
That's right, man. And can you believe we're only half done?
I know. That is only halfway done for today. We have got OGS versus StarTale coming out.
That was just the warm-up.
Moletrap, I love the Team League.
I love the Team League so much.
So great.
If it wasn't taken already, I'd ask it out on a date.
Wow. That's right. Moletrap in the Team League, sitting in a tree.
P-L-A-Y-I-N-G.
That's right. So Prime is out. MVP taking down Prime in a pretty epic fashion. Going to Game 7. It was pretty close there, but MVP, again, just like Slayer's coming up, getting some wins. And they could be a contender. There's a lot of strong teams left in the Team League, but they're all going to be looking over their shoulders at MVP now.
And 2 of them just walked in the door, Doa. The OGS team is in the house.
That's right.
They're right over there.
You'll see them soon.
You'll see them very soon. And the StarTale players are out in the lobby as well. I just saw July Zerg. It's going to be great.
But let's talk about Don Gregu a little bit. I mean, man, he's
Where
just like,
did he come from?
He's got, well, I love his answer to the Mass Marines. He was like, all right, I'm just going to get a ton of bases. I'm going to get more banelings than you could possibly micro against. We're going to get some interviews with the players here coming up, find out what they think about the match we just saw. Let's see. Yeah, and who's going to be the MVP? I think it's probably going to be Don Gregu, I'm guessing.
Well, he only won 1 game.
Yep. We're going to find out. Let's see. It
was a good game, though.
It was.
Impressive game. We're saying hello to the StarTale team, by the way.
Oh, hi, guys. We're back.
Wondering.
Interview very soon. That's right. And that's one of the great things about casting the GSLs. You get to actually get to know some of the players. Pretty cool, I got to say. You know what they like. We see him at the GOM house all the time right now.
July Zerg right at the edge of your camera view.
There he is right there. Whoa.
There's the StarTale coach behind him as well. Very nice guy.
So, and that, I mean, really, talking about OGS versus StarTale, I mean, we're going to have a finals for the GSL Team League, but I feel like our next match could be a finals.
Yeah, whoever wins this set is, I'm thinking, going to meet up with Slayers in the finals pretty much.
It's really too bad, actually, that these two teams are meeting in the first round of the GSL Team League. Both are quite capable of meeting in the finals, too, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
the winner of this match is going to be very good. Now, MVP, though, just showed some good skills.
Here's our interview,
경기에서 MVP 팀이 올라가게 됐습니다. 자, 그 중심에는 MVP 선수 이 선수가 있었죠. 바로 박수호 선수입니다. 축하드려요.
Congratulations.
자, 지금 현재 소감 말씀해 주시죠.
게임 끝나고 와서 자꾸 심장이 막 두근두근거리고 막.
네, 지금도 떠시는 것 같아요.
네, 너무 떨리고 있는데 그래도 제
My heart is beating so fast right now.
완수한 것 같아서
네.
정말
And he's saying that, not me. Minus 2.
말씀하신 게 상당히 구수합니다. 네.
He says I did so well. I'm very proud of how I did.
이정훈 선수를 상대로 해서 패하셨어요. 근데 오늘 복수전 성공했습니다. 그때 그
You won the last game.
그때 심정 어땠나요?
And but you lost to Marine King in Sign of Pride.
경기 때도
How do you feel about beating Marine King?
굉장히 유리했는데 어이없이 싸우는 바람에 졌는데 그때부터 1을 갈고 있었어요.
네.
근데 마침 또 GSL 첫 팀이 또 프라임이고 딱 잡으면 딱 좋겠다 싶어서
And in GSL, the first team was Prime.
기다리고 있었어요.
And
종착역에서
remembers
정말
Marine King from there.
멋진 장면들이 많이 나왔습니다. 가장 어려웠던 순간은 언제였습니까?
그 처음에 마린
And he asked him what was the hardest time you've had to endure yet.
또 이정훈 선수니까 뭐 해병왕처럼 또 많이 나오더라고요. 그래서 조금 당황을 했는데 그래서 뭐
He says, well, facing Marine King is really tough. And there was some, especially at the beginning of the match.
마지막으로 팬들에게 한마디 드리겠습니다.
But I was able to stay calm.
참 예선 이런 것도 못 들고 공식전 여기서 또 처음인데 앞으로 또 더 많이 활약할 거니까요. GSTL이든 GSL이든 저 많이 주목해 주세요.
네. 수고 많으셨습니다. 축하드립니다.
He says today is my first broadcasted match ever. Wow, yeah, and he says he's very proud to win.
As well, he should be. We're going to interview the coach of MVP here as well.
진출해서 이렇게 4강 올라가서 기쁘고요. 이왕 이렇게 된 거 히딩크 감독처럼
He says, I'm very proud that we're advancing to the semifinals.
결승전까지 가도록 노력을 할 거고요. 일단은
And we're going to try our hardest to make it to the
한 일주일
finals.
전부터 지령을 내려놨어요. 넌 무조건 마지막에 이정훈 선수를 잡아야 되니까 좋아하는 맵 정도로 한 2-3개 연습을 하라 했는데 사실은 그 맵은 아니었어요. 종착역 맵은 아니었는데 그래도 마지막 선수로 뭐 미리 말을 해놨기 때문에
He wanted to beat Marine King.
박수호 선수가 너무 잘해줘가지고 기쁩니다.
역시 감독님이 뒤에 계셨기
but the
때문에
map
박수호
wasn't
선수가
as
좋은
good.
모습을 또 보여줄 수가 있었던 거군요.
The map wasn't as good as they wanted, but he was still able to beat him in advance. So
시간이
they were able to get
너무
the
지나가지고 선수들하고 이제 밥 먹으러 갈 거고요. 뭐 아까 인터뷰에도 말씀드렸다시피 일단은 저희 팀의 S 코드나 A 코드 선수보다는 아직은 이제 방송 경험이 없지만 실제적으로 실력이 굉장히 좋은 선수들이 많이 보유하고 있습니다.
So he says that our players don't have a lot of broadcasting experience, just in
GSTL
Code A and Code S.
MVP 팀 노력하겠습니다.
감사합니다. 자, 그리고 마지막으로 궁금한 게 딱 한 가지가 있습니다. 이제 스타트 1팀과
But he's proud
OG
that they
팀이
did well
기다리고 있는데요.
regardless.
어느 팀이 올라왔으면 합니까?
As well he should.
어렵죠?
두 팀 다 너무 강팀이라서
And
사실 그 두 팀은 저희 팀이 올라오길 바랬을 거예요. 약하니까 프라임 팀에 비해서 저도 솔직히 객관적인 전력은 약하다고 생각을 하지만 실제 뭐 7판 4선 승제에서는 어느 팀이 이길지는 해봐야 알겠죠. 최선을 다하겠습니다. 준비 열심히 하겠습니다.
네, 감사합니다. 자, MVP로 선정이 된 박수호 선수와 그리고 최훈상 감독을 만나봤습니다. 자, 이인환 캐스터 나와주세요.
And he said that he actually was thinking that other teams wanted MVP to win because they're the weaker team.
Yeah.
And
might have changed their mind today, I think.
I don't know if he said it, but perhaps the implication is that he wants to kind of prove himself.
Yeah, quite possibly. Well, MVP, they definitely do have a lot to prove. I think they've gone a long way in showing what a good team they are today.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, a lot of teams may not be too thrilled to run into them later in the team league. We'll find out.
Yeah,
they're
and
going
of
to play
course,
the winner of our next match.
Yeah,
though.
they're going to play the
Yeah.
winner of the next match between StarTail and OGS.
And whoever advances there, that's going to be really, really tough for MVP to handle.
Very, very tough.
Yeah, both of these next two teams are so talented. We're going to take a 10-minute break pretty quick. See you in 10 minutes.